Live from the Cactus Creek at Ibri, he is the king of prime time, Ghana's undisputed entertainment laureate, and still the youngest old man in Ghana. Put your hands together, show some love for the indefatigable KSM.
The KSM Show.
I'm very, very excited, Last week I said it was my first time coming back after a few months. So me pay a jedem. And as you realize, a jedem, it was over a jedem. So I needed a part 2. So I'm very, very happy to say to you today that today I have Captain Smart back for a jedem part 2. Show some love, man. And honestly, folks, if you can give me a few seconds, when the president was inaugurated, he says he was looking for citizens and not spectators. Now, what is a citizen? A citizen is somebody who has committed all their energies and their life to the betterment of this country, man. Show some love for citizens, man. And what is a spectator? A spectator is the one who says, country broke, country no broke, we day inside. That's a spectator. Also on your phone. That's the mentality of a spectator, They don't really care. Country broke, country no broke, we day inside. That is the spectator. But the president says he wants citizens. Citizens are the people who believe that they have a stake in the development of this country. So after all my long talk, all I'm saying is that Captain Smart has proven himself to be a citizen of this country. So we had him last week. No, Kasaya, it was getting so sweet. And I promise you guys, we'll have him back here again this week to tell us more about his life and his aspirations as a citizen. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. Welcome, Captain Smart! Hey, Captain, you came with your cane?
Yes, I came with my stick.
Your stick?
Yes.
Me so karage. Yes, me so maira.
Me fan ko bi a show so that me ma won so.
Show some love for Captain, man. I see me park here so me so because me fan ko bi a show so that.
Who show so pay na me dey aba.
We show pay na dey aba and na me dance. Nana. And so Captain Smart is here, not only with his stick, with his towel as well.
Let me be
Where you wearing? I had a pound. Okay, name me crap power. At least me crap stick, no.
That's right.
Yeah, no, the bobo say, so I'm doing some. Oh, Captain Pacho Kunyo. So we're going to take a commercial break. When we come back, Captain Smart is in the house. We'll be right back.
The KSM Show. The year Africa stood united to boycott the Olympics. The Ghana Must Go year. The year our latest constitution was born. The year the Grandpapa brought us hip life music. The year Baby Jet gave us our first World Cup goal and dance. The year of the infamous handball. The year our economy shone. The year the blue bird landed in Ghana. And we have stood by you through it all. Vanguard Assurance since 1974. The KSM Show.
Well, thank you. Last week I got to a crescendo with Captain Smart and I'm saying, Pastor Captain, you can't leave us here. I have to have you back this week. So for whatever it's worth, the captain is with again. Show some love, man. You stay with this week. Let me tell you some jokes that I share with people. I was in the US for a long time. And I know that, for example, Ford Motors, any of the car manufacturing companies, when they manufacture a car and there's a defect, they put out a notice that all these cars that we have manufactured from this year to that year have a defect. So bring them back. They recall all cars so that they bring the cars back so that they can fit the defect. Free. So you may own a car and then you hear that your car has been recalled because there is a defect. So privately, and now I'm becoming a crash privately, sometimes I think that God should recall all black people and fix a defect. Because sometimes something doesn't add up. So I feel that all black people should be recalled and a defect fixed. But I'm sorry, this is my feeling, not the general feeling, But after talking to Captain Smart last week, I realized that there were things that are missing that we can be doing as a nation to build, to get the recognition as an African nation. Say, we too, we have the capability, but there's some defect. Should we be recalled, or do we have enough to go? Let me put this question to my great nephew, Captain Smart.
Yes, Uncle.
Welcome to the show. Show us the love one more time. Captain, should we be recalled, or we have enough to understand where we should be going? Because Yana Mintias, you. Over to you, boss.
Thank you, Uncle. Let me once again say hi to your wonderful viewers and all the audiences far away and near. Recall of defective vehicles. Mm-hmm. It is not the entire vehicle that is being defected by the miscalculation of engineers. It is a certain part of it. It can either be the brakes, it can be the bearings that will fix in the engine.
It's not the whole thing.
It is not the whole thing. The defect of Africa are the old people in Africa.
The old people.
We need to recall them. You see, the other day I was telling somebody, look, there's a big difference between leaders and ladders.
Leaders and?
Ladder. Actually, yeah. And I read a book by a certain professor in Australia trying to say that leaders are like ladders. I wish I can have that professor one-on-one and tell him his proponents are wrong.
Basically saying the leaders are like ladders?
Yes, people would
you
just...
disagree with that?
I mean, leaders cannot be ladders. Because the point is that if no ladder can get to the sky, so if the sky is the limit, and you want to use your leader as a ladder, and your leader's brain is just up to the rooftop of a 3-story building, then you can get there. Ladders can be broken. Leaders can never, ever be broken. Even when they are dead, you can still recall their intelligence and put it to play. So, in our quest as people, in our ability and capabilities as Africans, as blacks, trying to fix A, B, C, D, Z, we have succeeded maybe that we go to the polls, 4, 3, 5, 10 people die, but we still have a president. So people think that Ghana, we have peaceful elections. The absence of war is not a remark of peace. And silence can never be used to represent peace. When people are silent, it is dangerous than when they are loud.
So we can't just assume that everything is silent, so everything is good.
No, cool. Because if CIA and the KFS of Russia and others, if they want to plan proper assassination, they use silence pistols. So the silence of people, I keep telling few politicians that I know, that any time signals are picked, intels are picked by the national security that the people are silent. If you are a leader,
You should be worried.
you should be much more worried than when the people are talking. Because people who plan coup d'etats, they don't talk. By the time you say Jack, they've
Yeah,
succeeded. Or they've been arrested. So anytime a leader wants to cow the people, push the people to kowtow to his whims and caprices, what it means is that the leader is rather planning his own death. And the African leader must be mindful and conscious about how they want to ask people, push the people, cage the people from talking about anything. Our president plagiarized somebody's speech. People castigated him for that. I pardoned him. Reason number one is that it was a very good statement by that former American president. And he quoted. Everybody knows in the world that that statement was put out there by an American former president. So we can pardon Nanado. Plagiarism here and there, left and right, it's okay. After all, presidency is not academic work.
Yeah.
So you cannot fault a president that he plagiarized or otherwise of it. Now, in our quest of solving that, we have failed. And our president asking us to be citizens and not
Spectators. Yeah.
spectators. Citizens talk. Spectators do when to me and share. It is a Ghana sports commentator. Ebusiafo kotoko player na jebono. Wa bone ten. Or the abogum so where you catch a back. Wa twimienu wa bobon so akodanim wa dan bo na mashamakoi wa ba go Debbie and kakete
Just I said.
Meanwhile, ono na ye tie no radio so no waka go. Enti ye na ye bo abepi
Go. Debbie.
You see, so spectators are needed in a forum. In every organization, when you go there, you have spectators. When you go to the stadium, there's somebody called a coach. He's also watching the same match, but he's watching the match with a different eye. Not just the goals, but the tactics to beat the opponent, to outwit the opponent. But there's another person sitting in the stands who is a spectator, only waiting to shout go for Kotoko
Go, no, but
or Hatsofo.
wow.
When African leaders are coming to power, they speak as if they can create another heaven. When you give them the power, they go for the old hell and present it to you. And that has been the problem. Look at Reagan in America. His style of making the American powerful. Look at Barack Obama. His posture, not his style. Reagan used the style. And then Barack Obama used a certain posture.
Let me see the difference, please.
Making America work again. Reagan was somebody who like the Bush attitude. But Obama said that, let's do the talking. The orator. Obama will be doing the talking. He will smile, come to Ghana, go to Kenya, go to other parts of the world, go to the European countries, and trying to win the conscience of the people by doing the right thing. If you're a leader, you don't need the power of the people to praise you. You need to win their conscience. Because if I am convinced that this is a good thing, I would forever come to you to buy it. That is why up to today, yedako ekwanchen God no ho wache na yakotobidi. God no ho ne bon, but watch it there.
Show some love, man.
So we go there to buy that wache. So if you're a leader, you must be able to create something out of nothing. And your people will be happy. And our part of the world is not like that, Uncle. So sometimes I hear people say, Captain, there, see a man can't go with you. Oh, what are you? Your man is scarcely obey. Oh, my money, listen, Uncle, let me tell you today. If I need money, I will just keep quiet. I will just have to keep quiet. After all, I was part of the people who worked on Nanado and brought him to power.
Yes, you were. Yeah.
Started from 2008, when I was a young broadcaster, through to 2012, when I was beaten mercilessly in the Volta region because of the NPP. When I was chased into the bush. When I was in senior high school 2000, into the bush. In 2020, all the people I know I can call friends. Let me use friends in quotes. That they belong to the other side of the political divide. Saw me as an enemy. And then my party comes back to power. And all of a sudden, I am on their necks, asking them to do the right thing. If I need a car, I will keep quiet. Nana, I don't the papa grab so Nana, Wakoye Golden Street, at to touch my Ghana for money to cut ye. Oh, yeah, you am so Debbie, Uncle Ye, Nanka Bensaka. But that is not my vision. The vision is not who is going to do what. The vision is how that will be done and how sustainable is that. Look, the thievery is becoming too much. People are stealing like there's no tomorrow. And it's serious. Over. They steal it. And you see, we've created a very beautiful word, corruption. Very nice word.
Corruption has become a beautiful word.
It is. It's a very beautiful word. Corruption. Look at how sexy it is. Corruption.
Corruption.
But if you want to say stealing, you see how the veins will rise. Stealing. Thief. You require certain energy in your vocal cords to be able to bring certain words out, to pronounce the word thief, stealing. But you can relax and say corruption. So it sounds very beautiful. And it's a misdemeanor. Are you aware?
Corruption is a misdemeanor.
Yes, in Ghana. Corruption is a misdemeanor. So look at, flamboyantly, people steal and they don't care. Walking on the streets. That you can have a deputy minister of state, not the 20,000 Ghana cedis are put a taboo. Not their court washing day. Who they quiet there was to do mutu. Who are ponko? Who the 20,000 Ghana cedis could do mutu. Akwana ohuro car no sukura ni trimu asempa say me smart and kamfani na. 20,000. Or 1,000 penny film. And he was sent to the police station. Honorable Minister, Sikana Nkade Kweda was me dikodi mutu. Really? In this time and age, when almost half of the population cannot afford 5 Ghana cedis. 5 cedis are something here can Syria, 5 cedis. When you are paying NAPCO personnel 500 cedis a month, how can that person afford 5 cedis every day? Oh, yeah. And Basa, a Cronfona doors or system name. And this part, let me tell you, I'm going to be plain, without any apologies to whoever. And this is how we need to speak. Otherwise, the old will not understand the new. Senior, when you are between the ages of 15 to 35, every part of your life and every stage is less.
Is what?
Less.
Less,
L-E-S-S.
okay.
When I'm hosting, I catch you say, oh, or ya kola adintra, or ya senseless. Into a kola no different, or the senseless no free primary. No, they be do junior high school.
High school.
Munjano then or you say, oh, sir, or you brainless. When you secondary school, pepe, or core university, Jano non kasa or you jobless. Until you're doing less. Sir, near the less, we die less. And now the plan of the politician is to render we, the youth, useless again. Somebody should tell me one sustainable policy for the youth of this country. Somebody should tell me one policy. Just one single policy. One single policy couched for the youth of this country that is sustainable. There is none. Akromfonkwa. And I guess and that is what they know to do and do best. And what can you pantias here? Senior, what far 10 youths have greater coverage in her 8 in your Jumanye.
Out of 10.
Out of 10, 8 are jobless. Then the vice president go to Pentecost Convention Center and seek a name. Maybe your friend can only this year. But we contribute to be. Into an imbraya brayas here, this is our convention center, no good now yet to be no. Say, Ghana unemployment rate here 4%. Abba. Well, bra, you are churning out 275,000 graduates in a year. For the last 4 years, am I employing up to 100,000? One can almost a day. One can almost a day. There's no single plan. And to youth, basa. But this is the time for the Ghanaian youth to rise. This is the time for the Ghanaian youth to rise. Now you can check and say, enough is enough. One way I say, you chill by force, retire, you be boom fee. Now you catch us say, yeah, come home. Because chief, say, Dokono. And Dokono you 4 Ghana cedis. Are you aware? And Dokono you 4 cedis. And I want more than half of the population who cannot afford 5 Ghana cedis a day. It is hard if I don't put it. These are the things we are talking about. It's what the horse everyone say. We'll be a TV so. Hey, yeah, my and some more Sabarama for the way. And Ghana phone TSS you ayato boy meant to me boas ne meant to me boas china. Opesa wo pema sama ya wo problem. Opesa wo time ya ya wo me am dobe ho. And I don't need anybody in this country to love me or hate me.
Because you don't want it's enough for you.
I'm okay. And politicians will tell you the guy will not come to you to ask for nothing. So majority of them, they call and ask me, how do you survive? Why must I go to a politician for money? Politicians will be on your show. Politicians will say, make what you smart. Me fear me see your cement 1 bag, mama, no. Politician, watch my dear will crum her and an acomia, or mammy cake half. Cake half. Na me dana se asa se Ghana mebune nsua nyansa de jimini saa de koye nimu a wo baby ye nanam na ye fisa brabo na ye de no e be basa. Look, ye nkwadai we school. Look at the tussle and hustle even parents had to go through. As an abenya school papa ope ako. I mean, why? Me, one person, I believed in Nanado. I remember one time when he was the minister for attending. Obi for A4 sheet pay. my agent salary was me Go and check his records. He was somebody you can't tag with corruption. No. When he became the president, he has disappointed even the ants in his hometown. Nanado has disappointed all the mosquitoes in Ghana. So
Mosquitoes?
Yes. Even mosquitoes in Ghana are disappointed in Nanado. This time, what you want? Tonto bekawa on su first. What you say no. The energy and tonto ni besukure ni ho. It's what you want. What bekawa?
Folks, we have to take a commercial break here. I promise we're going to get back with Captain Smart. And the show continues. Agenda Part 2. We'll be right back. Folks, take a look at this picture. Isn't she adorable? Yes, that was my class 1 teacher, man. And I was at the birthday, her 90th. And let me admit, folks, she was my first crush. Class 1 crush. I'm telling you, she was so sweet and she is sweet. So I want you all to join me in saying a very happy birthday to Mrs. Patience Datson, my class 1 teacher. Show her some love. Okay, folks, it's time to stay fit. You know, I'm an advocate for fitness because I know what fitness can do to you or for you. And for information, Paul's Fitness is running a fantastic post-Easter package. It's a beautiful promo, and please call them now. Amazing discounts for you to get fit post-Easter. And the number to call them is 0302 519 675.
Hello there. I invite you to the Stanford C Ethics and Critical Thinking Workshop happening on the 28th of April this year at Gimpa. The time is 9 a.m. Please register and be part. My name is Linda Yahampa, the president of the Stanford C Transformation Network Ghana.
Where is it that you want to go from Accra? Is it Kumasi, Takrade? Is it Tamale? Is it Wa? Wherever it is you want to go, Passion Air is your desired choice. And their toll-free number is 0800 221 221.
What do you see? A couple of keys? Well, yes, but we see the value beyond that. We see the keys to your family road trips and the keys to where your kids sleep at night. But regardless of how much we value our homes and cars, most of us insure just our cars. Introducing Homeprehensive, a single insurance policy for both your car and home. Get Homeprehensive from Vanguard, because when it comes to insuring your car and home, for both prekon.
The KSM Show.
We're back, and this is Agenda Part 2, man. My guest is the great fireman, Captain Smart, and we are talking, trying to digest Ghana because you know. And before the commercial break, Captain Smart was talking about even the mosquitoes. They have changed their habits in Ghana, man. Captain, what's it?
No, they have also adopted some kind of corruptible posture.
The mosquitoes have adopted a
corruptible posture. Because the system is full of corruption. So now when they are even coming to bite you, you will not hear the whole sound. They will clandestinely come and bite you and go away. That is the level of corruption that we are talking about in this country. People do not want to listen. Senior, watch this. You come up with a very beautiful plan. Look, all the plans Nanado had, they were excellent plans. Free senior high school, one district, one factory, one village, one dam, one district, one silo.
Excellent.
These were fantastic, mind-blowing plans and policies. If they are policies, these were fantastic ideas.
And what happened?
But as soon as he got power, I don't know what came over him. Maybe the people around him. Senior, let me do some little calculation for you. The former minister of Special Initiative, Howard Kumsing, said what? Na 200,000 Ghana cedis, yedam.
I remember.
Very good. So what it means is that we have wasted 200,000 Ghana cedis on dams in every village. We have wasted that money. We could have used that money for gutters along our roads. What the woman came to tell this country means that we have wasted 200,000 Ghana cedis times God knows how many villages. Gone waste. Just 2 weeks ago, what did we hear? We're going to look for 35 million to construct some dams. Where? That's there. Now watch this. You live in a country and you, the citizen, you've been asked to tighten your belt. But somebody is taking belt hook allowance.
Why you are tightening your belt?
Whilst I'm tightening my belt, somebody is also sitting somewhere taking belt hook allowance. Watch this. People think that, and they can afford, they have very bad habits. The guys eat at night. Masa, and yet night eating, be other my boys ne for adua. Stress.
Stress.
Senior, a come and stress. Because if you have 2 balls of kinky, that's a woody na na nadro kombedo. I bet it about 8:30 and I do an already. And obe go through stress during the day. And we need the brain to think and function correctly when the sun is on. And you can relax the brain when the sun sets. But Ghana there, sun na ko setting na drain di adwuma. Na wo da ho na wo kan silly. Charlie. Church na be di dey. Bibini kura me be wiase beji.
Beji meji den.
Nti e china kura papa ya me de ne kai. Kobo obesia kotua me be fisi. Obepa hawo. It's a time when it's a drain dado.
It's active.
The brain is active. It's as a brain here active from day one. We be through 45, 50 years for Africa. No one drain. Not drain. Corruption no back on say. We say it's your mind fair to say Ghana. It was sika. It will be beer. Last week me catch 12.8 billion Ghana cedis. Yeria edikwa. Obia nye ready. So bechi obia. Me can say I don't support a coup d'etat, but we require an uprising against certain policies. Yes, NTS, national security in Chime. They think I care? I don't. I don't care about that. I will say it today, I will say it tomorrow, I will say it the next 10 years to come, that we require an uprising against certain policies in this country. The policy that the poor remains poor and poorer, and the rich will remain rich and richer. No. It's about time we begin to look at certain policies and look at them carefully. When I was doing the Temahabo story, I am talking about 2 billion. The national security says they are not interested. They looked for somebody to come and set me up and arrest me.
So they put the case aside.
Oh, the 2.
Rather, they wanted
they are not interested in the 2.5 billion. Who told you they are interested?
They want to arrest you?
Yes. They came, searched me. Where is the money? I said, what money are you talking about? He said, we hear somebody is coming to bribe somebody here. I said, who is coming to bribe who here? So we picked an intel that somebody is coming to bribe.
Coming to bribe you?
Yes.
To do what?
Oh, okay. Boom. I was taken away. When we got there, I asked their boss one simple question. Assuming without admitting, the money you are talking about, I don't know how much it is. But even if it is 1 billion, I am talking about 2.5 billion Ghana cedis. Why are you not interested in that one? You know what he told me? When we get to that bridge, we'll cross.
Wow. Wow.
And between
How do you feel then?
I felt so bad, number one, and number two, that energized me to do more of what I'm doing. You see, the plan of government is to jail the loud people in society. So lawyer, one of these popular lawyers, I've forgotten his name, fair in complexion, Maurice Ampao, was on Wuntimi TV or something. You know what he said? When the MPP for the Montana, now Captain Smart, Hughes, TV3, Oketeche Afrifa, XYZ, and then one guy in the States, Kevin Taylor.
Really?
And you, a lawyer, you sit on TV and you threaten people to this extent. And what do you want us to do? So the plan is that jail the loud ones. And I want to say this to you and the world, that me, I am not afraid to go to jail for my country. I am even prepared to die for this country. Jail is nothing. Sagana Pobi Mojachi. Now they injected country winner a year. Here I am. I am prepared today. That take my blood, inject it, nagana better. Because it will be a pain in my grave if I still see that the Ghanaian is suffering, cannot find food to eat.
Not to cut you off, Captain or Mr. But you're married now, you have a family, you have a wife, you have kids. How does your wife feel about this? I know last week we talked about that a little bit, you know, that if it takes your blood to inject to whatever, also or how does she handle this?
I keep telling people closer to me that, Pacho, I did not ask you to get closer to me. It's your choice. You can leave. Chief, I don't have a permanent friend.
You don't have permanent friends?
I have a permanent interest.
Who are your friends, Captain?
I don't have a friend, and I don't need to keep one. I don't want to keep one.
You don't have anybody that you go hang out with and
no,
socialize
sometimes I hear funny stories about Captain Smart. Hey, boy, yes, you're Pemao. Hey, Kwano, yes, you're Pema Bruta. Chief, Emma whom in nakedness from the day I was born to today, I'm talking to you, 11.
11. What kind of now?
If anybody should come to you and tell you, I'm a boy, Captain Smart,
wow.
And you see, if the African old man cannot get you to succumb to their dictates, they begin to throw stones at you. If you don't stand, they will break you down. I have become the thorn in the flesh of the Ghanaian politician, both NDC and MPP. They can't handle me. And I tell you, they can never handle me until they do the right thing. Look, even if I die today, me da daka mo ayede me kwasi ye no. Me hu so obi edi nkwasi asem me ka cho se mo fa daka so na me nsore ba ka. Me nko cancer me kam ye na masa be wu na masa me kwasi ye. You see, my passion is not for cars from a politician. My passion is not for a house from a politician. My passion is not for anything. I have a mission with a vision. And that is to make sure that I will keep talking and acting until Ghana bet me I can't wait one day.
But Captain, do you know that that's so unusual with our kind of people? Say to have that kind of commitment, you know, and everybody that I speak to, you know, say Captain agenda be. They seem to think that in the midst of everything, who can agenda be?
Yes, I have an agenda. Thank to the prophet that you spoke to. I have an agenda.
And the agenda is?
The agenda is that years to come, I don't want to see my hometown chief going to beg for a road. That's my agenda. My agenda is that we should not be parading children, school-going children on the streets, begging for money, begging for food. That's my agenda. My agenda is that people should not go hungry, walking haphazardly on the streets of Accra. These ladies, sika kro de beto pa de kro onya bi. Nti na girls ne be menstruate here, they don't go out. What was na ma me be friend bi not WC ni so. Asa ne ye maka no there be moja ne ba pa de ni ho. That's my agenda. My agenda is that unemployment, yes, it is everywhere, but ours is so alarming, and it's a national security threat. People don't know that the level of unemployment in this country is so alarming, and it is a national security threat.
I'm glad you're saying that, because now what they will come out to say is that it's not only Ghana. You know, we go to even countries like the Britain, the UK, US, they're all having staggering amounts of unemployment among the youth. Why is Ghana so different, and why should Ghana supposed to be handling it differently?
It takes only the intellectual fool to think that somebody is crying in their home, so we should also cry. It takes only the intellectual fool to think that somebody is crying.
So we should
also cry. Because they are crying, we should cry. What kind of, excuse my French, stupid analogy is that? UK, they don't have jobs, so what? So we should also not have jobs. Are they not the same people who told that the NDC could not fix certain problems, so they are coming to fix it? So now you are not being able to fix it. Now you are telling me UK can't fix theirs. US can't fix theirs. Is it not the same NDC? When J. Kufuor was there, John Mahama told us that mediocrity or something. When I gave him bon, he was crying. When I gave Baumia the same bon, Baumia is also crying. They are bon, They don't know what they are doing. That's the problem. Somebody is crying, so we should also cry. Sa me be su so nya kantria. I didn't say wo ba su. There be. No, it doesn't make sense. Okay, UK, yeji levy. UK, yeji levy. Germany, yeji levy. This e-levy is already there. We started paying you, but people don't know. Now, Madam Fubibrofo, they have transmogrified it into something else. Now they are going to tax capital. The capital people are going to use to work will be levied. Capital. Money in my pocket. Now, the government is telling you that, KSM, you are walking on the street, come. Government will put their hands into your wallet and tax your wallet. It does not make sense. If I am doing a business, for example, I'm a young man, if I've started a business, I go to bank to take a loan. You are telling me that the loan that I am transferring from one bank to the other, because it's 1 million Ghana cedis, you are taking 15,000 Ghana cedis from that goddamn money. Why? Miss Swan said this getting now. May, I have said it and I'll repeat. 1st May, I will delete my Momo from my phone. May I give here Sika, make a chance on for camera because it's cheaper. Because if I want to send 2,000 Ghana cedis to my mother at Mankasim, MTN or whoever that will be the network would take 1% of that money already. That is 20 Ghana. Then government would also come and take 25 Ghana cedis. That is 45 Ghana cedis. From Mankasim to Accra, 12 Ghana. Coming and going, 24 cedis. My mother will save some money and come for the 2,000 cedis and go home peacefully. Chief, we need to push our people to think. We need to force them to think. If we get to a point of suffocating them to think, we must The word is must. We must suffocate them to think. Otherwise, we will not get nowhere. Thank you.
Wow. This is also frightening. So, Captain, what are your what's your feeling? What do we do from now? From here?
You see, one American politician once upon a time said something. People misunderstood him. 30 years later, people understood him. He said that sometimes I feel like going naked on the streets.
Naked.
To drum into the ears of the American politician that leave the black alone. That was Martin Luther King.
Leave the black
people alone. Sometimes I feel like going naked on the street to ask our leaders to think. They are shamelessly parading themselves with this colloquial monarchical thinking as if there's no tomorrow. And sometimes I feel like going naked, maybe that will create more attention for them to know that something is wrong somewhere. They don't care. But you see, there's a day coming. There is a volcanic fury at the borders of Ghana. We, the youth, will not sit down again. We are not going to wield machetes. No. Me, I don't like violence. I hate violence. But I'll create a mental violence for you. You yourself will run away from this country. And that's what we're going to do. We will come to you, Mr. Minister. Have you heard the news? Yes. Where is the money? Can we have the money? If you don't have it, you will not come out. Too. Madagascar did it. Ravalo Manana started that. Bangladesh, they started it. Vietnam started it and people thought Americans said human right, human right. Now, Vietnam is producing all the shoes we are wearing. All the big designers in the world, they've moved away from China to Vietnam. If Vietnam, the youth of Vietnam had sat quiet, they wouldn't have gotten to where they are today.
Wow.
I want the Ghanaian youth to stand up, rise up to the task. He said, arise Ghana youth for your country. The song did not say, arise Ghana old men and women for your country.
The youth.
The youth. What it means is that they all have nothing to offer. Even the Bible says that you cannot put a new wine in an old sack.
Yeah.
You cannot do that. So until we are able to move away from this dilapidated kind of misro thinking, hey, I think we make way dear, my minion me home here for. Sir, we are in for. So fan for Troquaso. We are in for Oko Hospital no when you draw no man I will chat him. We must rise to the task and make sure we save this country. All the roads we have in this country, I keep telling them, a 3 years job. We have only 78,000 kilometers of roads. The whole country. But I can't say we am sure. Would say Sika Germany for the year or more coin. Almost 816,000 kilometers of road, the same amount of money. And the other Ghana, 78,000 kilometers of road. Wow. Still I won't put through coin.
Wow.
So what is wrong with us as people? It's just a 3 years job. We don't want to do it. But let me sign this to the Ghanaian politician. Hear me? Let me tell you. Upe masama fa. Utami fa. Me mfa ho. Me fa Ghana ho. But listen, if you do the right thing, we will say it. If you do the wrong thing, we will say it. But when you steal again, we will come after you. Thank you.
Show some love, man. Show some love, man. Wow. You know, Captain, I'm very, very glad you had a chance to come back, visit us, and then talk about these things. Because between me and you, this is what I think the country needs to reinvigorate, to change. You know, you are talking about Ome, it's the same as you, but this is 65. This is the map, 66. And if you really consider I'm part of the age,
Defect.
But honestly, I thought 30 years ago that I would live to see these changes in my lifetime. I know I'll miss it.
You will not miss it. It's just 10 years to come. I've
10
told
years
you
to come?
before. You know, I've told you
Really?
this. Look, it's just 10 years to come. It's just 10 years to come. Ghana will not remain here. The youth will rise. I've said this. Before Ghanaians realize, they have gone to the polls and voted for somebody between 45 and 52. That person,
Put your hands together, man.
that person will show them something.
Put your hands together, folks. I have to end on this note. This is so positive. This is for me very invigorating, you know, because Ghana must change, man. The Ghana that we know 65 years ago, when I was growing up, you know, so it's always great to hear that Ghana that we have always envisioned will come to pass. Captain.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much for joining me.
You're
and
welcome.
I'm sure I'll invite you again.
I'll be very glad.
My pleasure. Show some love for Captain one more time. And folks, we have come to the end of the part 2 with Captain Smart. Very, very exhilarating, very, very informative. And the point is this: Ghana, we have a place to go. We must change. We got the message loud and clear. Until we come back again next week, put your hands together for Captain one more time. And also to all of you out there, I'm glad you had a chance to join us. But in the meantime, in between time, what do we say? For now, we are out of, let the whole world say, yeah.